guys, welcome back to my channel. I just have a How to Kill a Kit with Style layout for you. No other thing, but except for I want to use this awesome sketch I saw at Paper Issues a month or so ago. So we're going to use that. I had a plan, got my How to Kill a Kit kit, and I've got this lovely photo of my son. So yeah, let's get started. So I saved this wood grain paper for the sketch. I saw that I had it left over, and then I remembered that Paper Issues had this sketch. So when I was creating another layout, instead of using the paper, which I really wanted to do, but instead of using it, I decided I needed to do that sketch because I saw it and I thought, oh, that'd be cool to have that wood grain. So I'm kind of just flicking through what else is in my kit to see what else I want to use, and then grabbing my full 12 by 12s and trying to figure out also what I want to use. So I end up going kind of with a green theme. Ends up being kind of a tone-on-tone monochromatic type layout. A lot of things are just in shades of green, but plus that wood grain, and I bring in this LA Studio 6x8 pad, and I'm going to use a paper from there as well. So I go with this as Prima paper, and it's gorgeous. First of all, the paper's thick and beautiful, and I think ready for mixed media, even though it already looks like mixed media on it. Like, it's beautiful. Like, I would love to actually get more of their papers that look like this for great backgrounds. Like, they already had color, some texture without like physical dimension. So really like them. Matting my photo quick on white, and then this random piece of like brown that I have, because in this background paper too, there's a lot of like neutral brown, light tan type things. And then obviously all this gorgeous layered of, it looks like words and things. And it reminded me a lot of the rub-ons I have. So I'm going to grab those out. I add them. They don't add too much, but they add just a subtle enough thing that I feel like it just adds something. So I'm matting my photo on that, and then on this paper from the paper pad that is like a turquoise, kind of like a teal diamond pattern on white. And I really liked this heart paper, so I'm going to, and what I like is that the hearts go in all different directions, so it doesn't really matter which way it sits on this wood grain. But I'm going to rough up the edges, and then I'll rough up the edges of the wood grain as well. And I did trim it down a little too, because I like that on the sketch the like triangle part didn't go all the way to the ends. It was kind of short. And I end up liking my photo on that side better. I think it's just because my son's not quite in the center of the photo. So then it also kind of seems like he's looking to the right more. I don't know. I just liked it better over there. So I kind of flipped the sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a bunch of, so I have these 49th and Market rub-ons, which are like butter. They're amazing for rub-ons. I need to use more of them because I don't want to let them sit here until they get bad and then I can't use them. So I need to use more. So I grabbed those out. I hadn't used these neutral ones yet, but I wanted to. So I grabbed them, and I'm going to add some of the, they look like it was the same that's already on the paper. It's like little blotches of paper that have been, it almost looks like if you've ever like accidentally like chemical or wet and you leave a piece of paper and then it dries and you rip it up and then there's paper left over stuck to where it was. That's what it reminds me of. So there's already some of that on the background, but I'm just going to add a little bit more. So I add a little bit to the left, a little bit to the upper right, and then I'm going to add actually some on the wood grain itself to make it look like the mixed media kind of comes up and over top. You can't see the ones that I add on the background very well, but I try. And then I liked these kind of chevron stitched areas just to add something. Like I said, they add a little bit, not a lot to be like, ooh, she added something there, but just something to add to the little clusters I'm going to create in those areas. And like I said, they are amazing rub-ons. They're awesome. I decided to also add some texture, and I'm going to add in some paper glaze, which I probably didn't need to, and it covered up a lot of my mixed media that I did, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll also add a little bit of Rustic Wilderness to the background too, just to bring a little more dark green in. And so it just adds another tone of green because I've got all these different greens going on, which works. It works. I'm just looking at my layout right now and it's like, yeah, it just looks like there's tons of mixed media. The only bad thing is it doesn't look like I did much. When I actually did, I added stuff, but because there's already so much mixed media on there, it doesn't look like I did anything. But this layout did not take long to put together at all, except for just letting mixed media dry that I didn't necessarily need to do. But I just wanted to add a little bit more and play a little bit with color on color and just to see how I felt about it. And so it was just playing and using paper. So I used up a good scrap on my How to Kill a Kitten style, which is good. I used up some stickers that I wanted to use up. I used up some hearts, all in that one color. I used some more alphas. I cut up a 12 by 12. I opened, and I used up a whole 12 by 12. So we're winning. And I used half of what was left of the photo corners that I have in this kit. So, hey. Yeah, packaging technique, and then now I'll start kind of assembling. I'm going to pop my photo up on foam. I'm going to assemble, put my paper glaze, which is a really dark green here pretty soon. I'm going to put that through I think it's a Vicki Boutin stencil. I'm pretty sure it's a Vicki Boutin stencil. And I'll add that for behind the photo as well. Oh, I did add a ribbon on the photo. Did I do that already? Yes, and it just says you, and then and then I'm going to add a little heart sticker on top of that. Something I do off camera too at the very, very end that you're not going to see is I do take some of my Lindy's spray and in this gorgeous like blacky goldy green. I don't remember what color it is. I could go grab it here in a second. Hold on. It's a Lindy's Moon Shadow Mist in a Mystic Malachite. I got that off of Paper Issues as well. And I have a Golden Doubloon one too, which is gorgeous. But it gives you more of like iridescent colors on the splatters. And so the Golden Doubloon is like a gold, but this Moon Shadow Mist is like blues and greens and blacks and like a shimmery gold color. It's so pretty. I love it. Dried it a little bit with my heat gun, which worked really, really well actually. And yep, now I'm gluing down my photo. I did not edit a lot out of this one. I think just because it came together pretty quickly. And then I'm just going to scatter a few of these hearts around just because there are some in the sketch too. And I wanted to use them. And yeah, there's no like super rhyme or reason. I guess I could have added more things with it, but I kind of like just the simple like mixed media and the focus on just the photo. And then I'm going to put together the title. Oh yeah, I add a little bit of that ripped green paper that I add below the photo on the two sides where I put the little rub-ons. And then I'm going to title it Feel Proud. And I'm just going to use those thickers that came with, I think they are from the Pink Paisley collection. What is that called? I don't remember what it's called now. Yeah. But I have to Frankenstein some E's out of the F's, which is fine. The whole goal is to use them up. But I like these because they're black with the gold in the middle. They're pretty cool. But yeah, I just thought Feel Proud kind of rounds out all his kindergarten graduation photos that we had from his little mini party we had with just us. So, because, 2020, we. So yeah, that is what I have for you. So I will have some close-ups of some of the mixed media here coming up. And then you can see some of those splatters that I did. And I thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, guys. Bye.